Good morning, everybody. So I was drawn to do this video today because I was really sitting in that energy of, like how we had the powerful full moon in Scorpio, and it was like, yes, we got to clear this out and move forward. And then now it's kind of like, ho-hum, kind of just like, whatever, I'm tired of doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to accept the fact that this is how it is, and not really wanting to mess with everybody and, just kind of like, I'm doing my own thing. And I was like, why, Spirit, did you want me to do these healing videos? I mean, as much as I feel like everybody really does and people avoid it a lot, that we need to really heal those wounds and tap into those shadows. I was starting to think why did I put those out there? I shouldn't even have bothered with that, right? And I still have 6 to do, so that's why I'm kind of unmotivated. Like, do I really want to do these? I got to be in the right energy. But then I got this inside message, like my intuition or whatever it was just came to me, and I was like, you know what, it's these planets, because I'm a big believer in how the planets are sitting and where they're positioned and how they're reacting with each other and all that has an effect on us. And a lot of people think that astrology is like, come on, but you're only looking on the surface. You're not looking at the depth of the planetary positions, because they all can be in a certain sign. They can all be in a certain position with each other that affects things. And that's why I kind of get aggravated when people will say to tarot readers, even me, I'm pretty new at it, but like, well, why this and this and whatever, like they take it like a personal thing. And you got to realize, when we do general readings, even the astrological ones, like Aries through Pisces, there is millions, possibly billions of that sign, right? And no two people are the same. So when you do a general reading, you're doing like the surface reading, or whoever's in your energy field that you're connecting to, that you're getting that download about through the cards. So when, just say, Sue over here might be a Cancer sun with a Sagittarius moon and a Virgo Venus, and then John over here is a Pisces sun with a Leo moon and a Virgo Venus. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to connect. Or like, even just say the signs, because I did 2 different sun signs. So 2 sun signs come in to watch a reading. All right, so Mary over here is a Cancer sun, but she also has a moon in Virgo, and her Venus is in Libra, and then all the other signs are something else, and they're like sextile, this and that and that, and her ascendant is this. So then you have like Robert coming in, and he has his Cancer sun, but his moon is Aries, and you know what I'm saying? So it's not all going to connect. So for you guys to come in here and like say things to tarot readers, or even get nasty a little bit, it's like, why don't you go out and do the work and look at your chart and see what's going on? Maybe if you're expecting answers through tarot, this is just like for guidance, to help you assist with things going on. It's not like, okay, let me just like be God from pretty much and tell you what your life's going to be like. No, life is not that easy. You got to do the work, baby. Don't take it out on everybody else. You don't realize how hard this stuff is. 1, it drains your energy. 2, it takes a lot of time. You get the message, you got to figure out which card's going on, you got to read the meaning of the cards. And then I even had somebody tell me, and I can't imagine these people that had like 200,000 people, the stuff they must hear. Like, well, why do you say maybe? Well, because maybe there's a lot of different energies coming up, and there's different situations. You got to kind of do the work to figure that out, right? So, okay, enough with the snappiness. See what I'm telling you about the planets? So the planets, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a reading. So the planets are kind of affecting things right now. So like right now, the sign of, Mercury is in the sign of Gemini, which is its planet. But Mercury is all about like how we communicate and think, right? And then Gemini has that dualness to it, right? It's back and forth. I always call Gemini, don't take it wrong, Geminis, because I get along with a lot of Geminis, and my ex was a Gemini. But they have that, I call it a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. Don't get mad, because people talk bad about me too. I'm an Aries. They're like, we're hot-headed, rah. So if we're mean because we're blunt. Anyway, that's only the one person that you met in that sign. You don't know all of them. Again, they have different aspects to all the other things, like things can soften them or whatever. So, take that. So Mercury in Gemini is all about that communication. So what it would be is there's like kind of two sides of the story. They're back and forth. So if they're in Mercury, that's like that thinking and communication. So they could be saying one thing and then saying something else, back and forth. That's what used to drive me crazy about my ex. Like he'd say one thing and he'd be doing something completely different, and the next day was something else, and it was like, and I'm like, oh, would you please stick to a plan here? Come on. Or he would say something and it would be like a little twisted, so it would be almost like, to me, being Aries and blunt, like, what the hell? That's a lie. Freaking shit, man. Sorry, my language. So you can see this is a time that gossip might be a little prevalent in some people that like to gossip, especially because they have that duality, back and forth. They want to like dip in a little bit each side. And then we also have Venus in Gemini. So again, about that duality and that social butterfly effect, like kind of thing. So you might be attracted to more people that are more in their thinking, more thinking, not just like surface based or thinking, but be careful because they have that back and forth a little bit, right? So Mars is in Cancer, which is, this one throws me off a little bit a lot, because Mars is like a fiery power sign and Cancer is like soft and watery. So Mars is about our confidence and energy. So when it's in Cancer, it's like more protective of those you care about, more protective of yourself, like that protective energy, like that shell around that crab. So, and more like emotionally, you can be a little more emotionally manipulative. You might be protective, but you're also going to try to tweak it a little bit to be a little manipulative emotionally. So just be careful of that. Then we have Jupiter in Pisces, which is about, Jupiter is all about your prosperity and good fortune. When it's in Pisces, it's like softer. It's like more soft, dreamy kind of. So I kind of get that might be why like it's a little bit more hard to figure out like what to do, because it's about your prosperity and you're kind of like, you're kind of soft, you're not like taking charge and going after it. You're just like, whatever, kind of, Then Saturn is in Aquarius. So Saturn is all about, your limitations and your practicality, right? Saturn is also the sign of karma. So with it being in Aquarius, that means you're more like independent, you're more free, but you're also like kind of having that detached way about you, right? So anything like with karma, you're like, let the universe take care of it. I'm just moving on and I'm not dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but as a personality though, you're like more on your own. You're free. You don't want to be bothered with that stuff. You're kind of detaching yourself from the situation. And then we have Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is all about that like individuality. So when it's in Taurus, we might have conflicts with new ideas. We might feel trapped by regulations and things like that. So, and then as we move on, we have Neptune in Pisces. This can have a little negative aspect because Neptune is all about our individuality, idealism and compassion. That's what it is. And when it's in Pisces, Pisces is kind of that dreamy, illusional kind of thing. So it can be kind of negative because it could be encouraging for us to be uncertain and indecisive, like escape from making decisions. Like we're just like kind of aloof and dreamy and not really dealing with things and kind of not making decisions. Then we have Pluto, which, boy, we're dancing, rocking again today with this music. I have to be careful now because they have copyrights on things. So I got dinged a few times for using just Alexa or something. So I find these ones on YouTube, these uncopyrighted music. I try to look for spiritual or meditative, quiet ones, and sometimes it comes up a little dancey. So anyway, Pluto is all about, let me see what Pluto, it's about your transformation and power. So it is actually, Capricorn is actually retrograde in that. And Capricorn is all like that workaholic, serious kind of energy. So this could be deep hidden subconscious things. Things about you, like, why you act a certain way, why you have these fears, things like that. So, being retrograde Capricorn, like I said, they're all like thinking and serious. So, you know, we could have more of that kind of approach with what's underneath. And then we have Chiron in Aries. So with it in Chiron is all about like pain and healing, but for some reason it's like having this opposite effect, like how Aries is usually like that confidence, self, you know, going after something. This one's like having lack of some sort of self, like something's not right with me, you know, having that. So you can see like how we might have went like charge forth and let go of things, and I'm on my path, and yeah, you know, like that with that Scorpio full moon, which Scorpio is Mars energy. And so we had the powerful Scorpio, you know, transformation, as well as that full moon, which is powerful. But now we're like getting into the second week, and we have all these other planets. And by the way, the moon is actually in Cancer. So we have the sun in Taurus, and the moon is in Cancer until the 18th. So again, that moody, you know, hidden stuff like that, the watery energy. So we have Taurus and the sun and that, with all this other stuff going on. So what was I saying now? Oh, so you know, see how we could have been like real like, hey, I'm going to do it, you know, I'm going to transform, let go of stuff, you know. And now we're getting into that second week when it's waning off, and we're feeling all these other planetary shifts. So we're kind of like, I don't really feel like dealing with this stuff, you know. I don't even know who I am, because we have that Chiron in Aries. I don't know who I am, and I'm just gonna protect what's mine and my family and who I love, and just not deal with you. I'm feeling like detached. I'm gonna be free, but it's gonna be away from you guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the energy is kind of right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch this around, and we're just gonna get like a general reading. I'm not gonna break it down to Aries through Pisces today. We're going to do a general read, and you guys can do some of the work. You can take what resonates, say, hey, yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling, and or that part I'm not feeling, or not at all. Or you could go do a birth chart and look at where your planets sit, or whatever it is, because there's a lot of information out there. You just got to do the work. And some of us, I'm not saying you in particularly, but some of us get lazy and don't want to do it. So if you're really that interested, you know, all right. Let's go ahead and switch this around. Let's see. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Let's try. All right. All right. Let me see. This is a little